Hello friends, I Pankaj Dumka welcomes you to this lecture on fluid mechanics. Today I will be discussing with you the rotation of fluid element. Now, in the last lecture, you have seen that when the flow velocity distribution is such that the x component of velocity depends on x and y. Likewise, y component of velocity also depends on x and y. Then apart from this linear deformation, you are also getting an angular deformation. That is, the included angle between two linear segments A and B, which was initially perpendicular, now has changed. So due to that, the line AB and line AD not only getting stretched, that they are also getting inclined towards each other, and hence the included angle is getting changed. The rate at which this included angle is getting changed is called as rate of angular deformation. And now, if you look this thing further, that this point B or this point B, okay, this point B with respect to A is having an angular velocity in this direction, that is given by d alpha by dt. Whereas the point D with respect to A is having an angular velocity in this direction, which is d beta by dt. So if you look these two with respect to A, and if they differs, then you will be able to see that this particular element, this fluid element, is not only getting stretched, this with respect to this point A is also getting a net rotation in this direction if the angular velocity d alpha by dt is more than d beta by dt, and clockwise, that is in this direction, if d alpha by dt is less than d beta by dt. So there is a sense of rotation at point A when this is happening. So a rotation vector is defined. So how that is defined? How rotation is defined? So at any point A, it is defined as the average angular velocity of the two linear segments which were initially perpendicular. So the angular velocity of these two, average of these two, is what we say as rotation. So as this is xy plane, so this will be rotating in a plane, in a direction which is perpendicular to the xy plane, that is in the z direction. Therefore, in xy plane, rotation is defined as omega z, and this is average of these angular velocities, that is d alpha by dt, okay, average, and plus d beta by dt. But the thing you should remember here is that d alpha by dt is counterclockwise, and d beta by dt is clockwise. Therefore, for a sense of rotation that clockwise is negative and counterclockwise rotation is positive, so I can write this thing as 1 by 2 d alpha by dt minus d beta by dt, so that I can write everything in a proper sense of rotation. So omega z now becomes, what is d alpha by dt? D alpha by dt is del v by del x, and d beta by dt is del u by del y. So it is del v by del x minus del u by del y. Okay, so this is the component of rotation in z direction. And if you want to write this in x direction, then you needn't have to memorize this. Just remember this: if this is x, this is y, and this is z, and you require x, then you move from x, that is first in y direction, in z, then in z. So if z is here, so velocity of z will be coming here. If y is here, so in this direction velocity will come here. So this is the rotation component in x direction. What is the component of rotation in y direction? It will be 1 by 2, that is y. Then we will be moving from here, that is first z and then x. So the x will come here, x velocity will come here, and z velocity will come here. So these are the components of rotation vector in x, y, and z direction, and hence the rotation vector in this rectangular Cartesian coordinates can be written as omega xi plus omega yj plus omega z k. And if you write everything in proper sense, that is, let me write this 1 by 2 del v, first this del w by del y minus del v by del x, okay, and then y, take this negative sign outside, del w by del x minus del u by del z, and then z direction, that is del v by del x minus del u by del y. So this is what? This is nothing but I j k del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, and u v w, which is nothing but the curl of velocity vector. So the rotation vector is nothing but the curl of velocity vector. Okay, and hence the definition of rotational flow is this: a flow is said to be rotational if and only if the curl of velocity vector is non-zero. And if this curl of velocity vector is coming out to be 0, then the flow field is irrotational. Okay, so in this lecture, till this point only. In the next lecture, I will be deriving this rotation vector in cylindrical coordinate. Okay, so if you like this, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video. Take care.